Good evening. We start tonight with breaking news on the north side of Indianapolis. A heavy police presence right now after a shooting near Central Avenue and 38th Street. We want to get you out there right now live. Our Marina Silva live at the scene. So Marina, what do we know there so far?
Jenny, we've been here for a couple of hours, probably about 3 hours now. And as you can just see behind me, there's about a dozen law enforcement here as well as SWAT. We do know 2 people are confirmed shot. They're in critical condition. We're waiting to hear an update. We're told that we should get an update in about 5 minutes. But let me show you what it looked like earlier when we got here. It was a very chaotic scene. A lot of people driving on 38th and Central trying to get through. Police are conducting their investigation. We did see a lot of people who were around here at the time and a lot of emotions high. We can't really see exactly what house police are focusing on, but we do know that 2 people shot in critical condition at the hospital. Now, back here live again, we are waiting to hear from police. We're told that could be within the next 5 minutes. So as soon as we know, we will bring you that information. Back to you, Jenny.
Yeah, we'll certainly get that information as soon as we get it. Marina, thank you. This is a developing story. We are working to get more information from police. Of course, we'll keep you updated here on WTHR Plus, as well as on air on Channel 13 and online at WTHR.com. Meanwhile, right now, the mayor of Indianapolis and the chief of police are both blaming a bar after a downtown shooting injured 3 people. This happened during a busy holiday weekend just after 2 a.m. at Georgia and Meridian Streets downtown. Police say 3 men were shot inside the Javito Lounge. Now take a look. This is video downtown shortly after the gunfire. Metro Police say the shooting happened after a disturbance broke out inside the bar. Now, IMPD is asking anyone who might have video from inside last night to send it to detectives to help them with the investigation. As for the victims, medics took 2 men to the hospital last night, and police say a 3rd man took himself to the hospital. All 3 are said to be stable.
Any shooting that we have is unacceptable. And, you know, it's almost like all of us, when we talk to you, it's a broken record, but we constantly say it's not worth it.
IMPD also responded to a shooting in this same area of Georgia and Meridian Streets early Saturday morning. The person shot there is stable. IMPD has not confirmed if these shootings are connected. We have also reached out to the Javito Lounge to try and get some more details from them. Meanwhile, Mayor Joe Hogsett and IMPD Chief Chris Bailey are both blaming the bar. The mayor saying this is the, quote, violent fallout of an irresponsible bar owner. And Chief Bailey raising questions now about how someone was able to get a gun past security. Certainly a story will continue to follow. Rob, let's check weather.
And the forecast, well, now the sun is setting a little bit earlier. Hopefully you fell back last night with the clock change. Look at the temperatures, 48s to 50s showing up on the board here. We do expect the temperatures to drop pretty quickly because right as the sun was setting, we had the clouds rolling out of here, and that means clear skies, allowing the temperatures to drop. And there you can see some of the clouds still left over, but moving far away. We expect the evening temperatures to go quickly into the 30s during the overnight as the south or southwest winds drop just a bit. We'll start with temperatures in the mid-30s for your Monday. This is what we're expecting, but despite that chilly start, we think that the temperatures are going to be able to rebound pretty quickly. Again, dry air in place and clear skies means you can start out in the 30s, but you can end up in the 60s for daytime high temperatures, and that's exactly what we expect with plenty of sunshine. Now, this pattern, this is going to stick around for a while, and with all of the sunshine that we're expecting, even though it is November, it's going to have an impact on the warm temperatures expected through the rest of the week. I'll talk about that forecast coming up for you in just a few.
All right, see you then, Rob. Thanks so much. Gosh, what a tough loss for the Colts today in Pittsburgh. Turnovers dooming the team as they fell to the Steelers 27-20. Our Dominic Miranda is live from the Steel City tonight. And Dom, this just didn't look or feel like our normally dominant Colts team.
No, not at all. Not what we've grown accustomed to through 9 weeks of the NFL season. The Colts dropped to 7-2 behind, you mentioned it, a no good, very bad day at the office. Easily the Colts' worst performance we've seen, primarily on the offensive side of the ball this entire season. 27-20 your final, but it really wasn't that close. And you mentioned the 6 turnovers, but it didn't start that way. The Colts forced a 3-and-out to start this game, got the ball, and drove right down the field. That's what we're accustomed to. 13 plays, 79 yards in just over 5 minutes, and Daniel Jones snuck it in, 7-0 lead, just like that. And then the muffed punt by Josh Downs, even though the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't score off that, kind of felt like the tides turned because the Colts were in full control of this game. And after that happened, things just kind of spiraled. TJ Watt, one of the best defensive players in the league, a sack, forced fumble, fumble recovery. The Steelers score off that. Then a Daniel Jones interception. The Steelers score off that. It's 17-7 going into the halftime break. Another Daniel Jones interception to start the second half. The Steelers score off that. 21 points off 3 turnovers in the blink of an eye. Then it's 24-7. You're playing from behind, and the Colts are not accustomed to playing from behind, at least this season, and it just was too much to overcome. You can talk about kind of the turnovers to end this game. Maybe, if the Colts were in this game and it was a close game, they wouldn't have happened, like forcing a throw with the late interception. But 6 turnovers, I mean, you're not going to win a game when you turn it over that many times. It was abnormal. It wasn't this team's identity. They know that. There's no moral victories, right? This isn't who they are, but they got to take the bad from this and get better and make sure it doesn't happen again, because it was self-inflicted wounds that doomed this team here in Pittsburgh. Shane Steichen and Zaire Franklin said as much after the game.
Obviously hard to win when you turn it over like we did. Credit to the Steelers and their defense and what they did. Obviously, it could have been better for our guys today, moving the football up and down the field. But I thought the fight, obviously at the end, even there at the end, our guys were fighting like crazy. There was no quitting the guys, so I like that. And obviously got to look at it tomorrow, get it cleaned up, and get ready to go for Atlanta.
Sometimes you'll play a team.
So a very sloppy performance by the Colts in this one. 2 wins in 20 trips all time here to Pittsburgh. Last win in 2008. Going to have to wait at least another year to get a win here in the Steel City. 3 interceptions for Daniel Jones, 2 fumbles. Easily the worst game the offensive line has played. And Jonathan Taylor, just 45 yards on 14 carries. Quiet as a church mouse. That's our MVP candidate right there. And so tough to get going when you turn it over that much. It's a bury the tape type of game. Go to Germany next week, get a win before the bye, and hopefully be 8-2 once that bye week comes. We'll have much more coverage tonight at 11, and of course on WTHR Plus as well. But the Colts fall here in Pittsburgh 27-20, 7-2 now on the season.
Yeah, all those stats just don't sound good. So let's move on, go to Germany, new country, new team. It's fine, is what you're telling us.
You're right. Yes.
All right, Dom,
yes,
thanks
maybe
so
get
much.
a beer while you're out there too.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That'll change everything. All right. Thanks so much, Tom. Appreciate it. Today marks day 2 for thousands of people who are now going without SNAP benefits here in Indiana. And a local church is declaring it SNAP Sunday. Our Ella Rhodes shows us how they're trying to help as many Hoosiers as possible.
Afternoon.
Jeff Stratton spent his Sunday afternoon outside of Kroger with a small piece of paper.
No SNAP, can I help? There was a time when I was eligible for government cheese 35 years ago, and I know how scary it can be to not have food in the pantry.
The former pastor encouraged his congregation and 30 others in Indianapolis to buy Kroger gift cards and hand them out to families who aren't receiving SNAP benefits because of the government shutdown. Stratton spent $500 of his own money to help 10 families.
I think it means a whole lot more when I can look at somebody and say, this comes from me and my family, and we'll do without something because we want you to have something. Yeah. How'd you like $50 for groceries?
Thank you.
Okay.
I can buy me some food now.
Jeremy Duncan is one of nearly 600,000 Hoosiers who don't have SNAP money this month. Stratton's good deed caught Duncan by surprise.
I wasn't expecting that. Not at all. And there's proof of it.
Duncan says he thought Stratton needed help at first, but the roles reversed.
That good man out of kindness of his heart that people like me stop and talk to him, and he gave me a $50 gift card.
Duncan says the generosity makes him want to pass his gift card along to someone else in need, even though he still needs groceries.
It makes me feel like people care, actually. And there are people out there that do care. And if you have a heart, help people in need that are in need. And at the end of the day, you are loved.
Stratton hopes his good deed spreads so more people can help their neighbors.
I think a lot of people have lost a sense of connection individually, but there's so much good out there if we look for it.
Even if you're not looking for it, it can still find you. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Stratton says if the government shutdown continues, he plans to keep handing out those gift cards to make sure Hoosiers stay fed, and he hopes others choose to do the same. Still ahead tonight, the battle over health insurance. A closer look at the debate at the center of the government shutdown and why premium prices could still go up next year. Plus, there's a newly renovated park here in Indy. We'll show you the grand opening and the new features for families.